Hey guys, welcome to the first part of this journey. This series or this journey is going to be titled Armando's IT Journey. And basically, I've been doing a lot of thinking on which kind of job I'm looking for. And the current job that I'm working for, I'm not too crazy about it, and I want to move into something more that I'm interested in. And I think IT is probably the field with me because I think I've always had, not I think, I've always had this interest and curiosity with computers and PC. I grew up with friends having them and building them, and I've always wanted to build my own PC. And I feel like this field is something I'm probably strong in. I'm going in, green, seeing how I like it. And this is the first episode of documenting my journey into getting my first IT job. And this channel will keep you guys updated, and you guys will see my journey and my process of how I'm going to do this. So I also want to create this channel to just document the journey and the process of what it's like going green and not knowing anything about IT and making my way to the job, and share this experience with other people who are just in the exact same position as me so that they can learn through this series and hopefully give them hope on how to pursue their dreams and to go into IT. On top of that, I also want to get connections and find study partners on IT. I notice I can study better while I'm surrounded with people, or group studying as well, taken seriously. I do decent with single studying by myself, but I would also like to add the benefits of group studying into my videos and into my journey. So I will keep you guys updated in how I will get that going. So, like I said, first step, research. I think I'm going to go to the certificate path. Reason being is I don't know if I have the finances to go to the school path. It will be a struggle, and certificate is not necessarily cheaper, but it's more, what's the word? Malleable to your own schedule. So from what I've researched, you're able to take certificates that are required for certain jobs, and that gives you a advantage compared to someone who doesn't have a certificate. I've been researching. One of the most popular certificate places to get is a CompTIA. That's CompTIA. And the first most basic things to get is an A+ certification. From researching, it seems like you're not necessarily required to get a A+ certification, which is really mind-blowing to me. I'm watching this guy, what's his name? Eli the Computer Guy, who is basically suggesting that you don't necessarily need to get an A+ certification to get the job, or IT entry level job to start off. So that brings a little hope, but I also have my doubts and skepticism because I've also watched a video by this guy named Network Chuck. I'll leave these guys' channel down in the description below, so you guys go ahead and check them out. These guys are amazing. They've helped me out with so much questions that I've had, and if you just do your own research and watch these guys will just answer a lot of your questions, especially if you're new like me. So from what I'm hearing, it's a little bit of both, and all that's saying is I need to do more research and see which one works best for me. I think I'm kind of trusting what he's saying, that you don't necessarily need an A+ certification unless if you're going to be going into some government jobs, which makes sense because maybe some government jobs really want that certification. So after I research, the second part would be a plan. I want to create a plan in which how I'm going to approach this series and how I'm going to approach getting my IT job. the more research I do, the more I'm going to be tweaking my plan. So first things first is I'm going to have to set up some goals and how I'm going to study, how I'm going to study certain fields, and should I get certified in certain fields, how I'm going to look at jobs and see which jobs should I start on. Part of this will be a journey into discovering what I like and what my strengths are, and finding that balance, finding of something that I really like, and hopefully I can get better at it, or I'm already good at it. So yeah, I'm excited. So basically, I'm going to be doing some more research, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. So I'm basically going to be researching this Eli, the computer guy. I'm going to finish watching the video, and then after that, I'm going to be taking notes and how I should really approach this. So let me get my notebook. Okay, so just to give you guys an idea of what I'm doing, is this is the video, and I have it on ×2 speed. For me, this works a lot because it cuts the time in half, so it saves me time, and you're able to filter out the information that is relevant and the information that's not. Obviously, most of the information is relevant if you're green like me, which totally makes sense. But this isn't the first video I've watched. This is probably the 5th or 6th video that I watched. So I'm a little more familiar with what he's talking about when it comes to different paths and how to approach it. My recommendation is take it to normal speed when you feel like there's something important he's about to say, or something he said too fast. Play at normal speed and go back to it. These are very important information that you really need to know. For the most part, I'm able to pick up, and this is how I learn. This is how I study. If this isn't the way for you, then I don't recommend doing this. Find the best way that you could do it. Gotta get my glasses. These are blue light glasses on, I got them on Amazon. Forgot what they're called. I think I'll leave a link down below. I'll try. So I just finished that video. Very insightful. Very, very insightful. I've learned a lot, and I'm just going to recap on the notes that I took about it. And I'm going to share this stuff with you guys. So it's kind of like a summary of whatever I just watched. Ugh, gross. So the first thing is, you don't need a cert for... certification is not necessarily a prerequisite for other certifications. He basically explains that you don't really need to get A+ certified in order to take other certifications. He says as long as you just know the material and are able to apply it, you should be good, because it's the basics. it's the basic stuff. It's not, you know, he says it's not very necessary to get certified because the tests are so meticulous and tedious on their questions. He gave an example of how many pins are on a, I don't even know what he said, but let's just say like how many pins are on a RAM or how many pins are on a motherboard. It's, or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying, but it's stuff like that where he says it doesn't even really matter. It's just the fact that you know the basics and are learning how to apply that, you should be fine. A plus for basics PC configuration. So it's just the very basics of understanding how things work. There's a difference between knowing an area and being certified in an area. Again, this goes back to it's not required to get certified. Is it worth getting cert? Can you just learn the info and apply it? This is what he was suggesting, because from his experience, he said he's been doing this for a while, that it's better just to learn the material, because a lot of like job applications, they'll say A plus certified or equivalent. That, or they'll just say A plus certified, meaning that it's that or equivalent. And equivalent is suggesting that it's like you don't really need that A plus certification. You just need to have that experience if you were A plus certification, which leads to the other thing is that A plus certification, the idea is 12 months of IT experience. And so that, again, like reinforces the idea that it's not required for these other certifications. At least the certification is not required for other certifications. The knowledge is, and the material is, and the application is, but not the certification. Another thing is you're going to be spending money. It's like $400 to get, like, for the test. There's 2 tests. So that's, money. Plus there's like boot camp. There's like $2,000 of boot camp, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't really have that money for that. Nor am I willing to spend it if I were. He says he's not really, he said he's paid his employers to go. He paid the boot camp, or his employees, sorry. He paid his employees the money to go to the boot camp, and it was pretty disappointed because it was just so much money. Also, when you're studying, hyper-focus on one area / test, then move on to the next. What he says is when people are studying for the certification, if this applies if you are, don't focus on one test and the other. Just focus on one. Don't do at the same, focus on both at the same time. I'm chopping up my words. I'm sorry. It's late. I'm tired. So what's the difference between Cisco and Microsoft? This is something that I just need to research. I just wrote down this question because this is something I really don't know. I've heard of Cisco and Microsoft. It seems like they're different, I guess, learning things. Learning things, I guess. I don't really know, but this is just a question that I'm going to research. And if you guys know and can explain it very vaguely or simply to me, leave it down in the comments below. Getting CompTIA cert book even if not getting cert. Yes, so he basically said if you're getting certified or if you're not going, it's wise to pick up a certification book. Now, if you're getting certified, get the latest edition, which I looked it up. I believe it's the 10th edition. In the video, they were at the 9th edition, and that was like made in 2018, I believe. So this is 2021. So if you're going to get certified, get the 10th edition. If you're not, he says it's fine to get edition behind or 2 editions behind. And you can save money by, I don't know, going to the thrift store or Walmart or wherever you can find a used certification book. If you're not going for cert, then just, yeah, we got that. So while studying, make time to build your own computer. He says he recommends going to a shop and a Walmart or just a Shack, not a Walmart. I mean, maybe Walmart has them. I don't really know. I have to do research about that. But basically, get in the process of building your own computer because this is going to be essential for knowing the material and applying it into a real life situation. And this will get you experience of learning how to build a computer, which is something I've always done and I will document, and you guys will see that. Uh, he says something about software trials. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I'm going to look into it. But he says install software trials, not pirate software. So I know what pirating is. That's like illegal. But he said don't do pirate because basically they remove the activation, whatever that means, and then because of that they're able to install whatever they want, and that could be a virus, malware, all that sort of thing. And he does not recommend beginners like me and you to go to pirate software because we don't really know what we're doing. And the last thing is MCSA is more valuable for employers than A plus certification. So this is his final topic on the video, and it's basically saying if you really do want to get certified, it might be wiser to just go to MCSA, which is, I guess, in depth of how the Microsoft software works, I believe. It's basically understanding Microsoft and understanding it, how it works in a very deep level, and it's going to take a while for us to learn that, because if we're ignoring the A plus material and going straight to MCSA, then it could take us a little while, it might be a little harder, but he said that provides way more valuable certification wise for employers. So yeah, that's basically what I got. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like to show support in this channel. Again, this is for you guys and showing how the process goes. I'm just as green. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I just want to show you guys that it's okay to not know what you're doing as long as you're just positive minded about it and focusing on studying and being diligent about it and disciplined. So please let me guys write any comments down below what you guys think. Is there anything I can improve on? This is like basically practically my first video, so I am a little nervous. I know my words are choppy, but over time the videos will get better quality, I promise you that, and I will document everything from day one. So this is day one, and I'll keep you guys updated. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and consider hitting that subscribe button and get that notifications so you can come along this journey with me. All right, thank you. Bye.